New signing. I like our guests to educate my viewers. So this is your show. Cameron Vuong, welcome to October Red. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing? You all right?
All the better for meeting you because Sam Jones has literally been singing your name from the rooftops, telling me that you will be a world champion. Tell us why, Cameron.
That's the plan. I mean, I feel like I've got it all. Slick boxer, hit and don't get hit style. I think that's what you need to be, a thinker, high IQ. I feel like I've got the full package.
He says that you're an elite amateur. Let us know a little bit about your amateur career and obviously the decisions for you to turn pro.
Yeah, I mean, I was experienced amateur, had 74 fights and won the senior ABAs, won the Tri-Nations. Felt like the Olympics wasn't an option, so I felt like it was just the right time to turn over and learn the game while I'm still young, get in there ahead of the curve and learn how to sit down on my shots and all them little tricks and slow the pace down. So I'm looking forward to October 7th and showing everyone what I'm all about.
October being the best month. Some say the best people are born in October. But choosing this gym, have you historically got connections to this gym as an amateur boxer, or is this fresh for you to say, OK, I'm going to train here?
That's fresh for me. My amateur career was at Burtley Boxing Club.
Right.
So it's a fresh start, fresh move, teamed up with Jamie Moore and Nigel. So it's a fresh start for me and I'm excited for the future. Me and Jamie click really well and get along. So it's like a family in here, this gym. Everyone's just backing each other and it's great to be a part of.
I was going to ask that. What was it that drew you to the gym? Did you go around? Did you have a little bit of a shopping trip? Or you just knew that this was going to be the place for yourself?
I spoke to Sam and he told us like this is the place to be. Obviously they've got world-class fighters, Chantel Cameron, they've got Akib Fiaz and obviously Jack Catterall, people who are further on in the game than me and that I'm able to learn off and spar with and stuff like that, and it's a good learning process.
That learning process that you mentioned, obviously amateur, different, almost like a different sport in itself. What would you say? I know that you've only done sparring, you haven't had your debut yet, but going those extra rounds, longer time in the ring. Talk to us about how you found like the difference with it.
Now listen, I think it's gonna be better for me anyway. I like to sit down and I like to slow it down, slow the pace down, and I enjoy being in there and I have fun in there. So it's going to be better for me. Starting off on 6 rounders, not 4s. So it's just a bit more time in there and get the rounds in. Do you know what I mean? Get used to being under them bright lights because it's a lot different to fighting in sports halls.
And it's spot on there. You've touched on that. The fact is, you're going to go in at 6 rounds. Why 6 rounds and not 4?
I feel like I've got an engine, and I like to pick my shots early, and like set things up. I like setting things up. Like I said, I like to use my brain, make things happen in the fight. So I feel like 6 rounds, I've got more time to do that. Do you know what I mean?
As an amateur, what would you say was one of your trickiest fights where you've mentioned there a couple of times, I like to use my brain. So you've obviously demonstrated that verbally, your IQ, you're heavy on the IQ of boxing. Yeah. Give us a time out of your 70 plus fights. Give us one example where you've gone in there with a really tricky opponent and you've had to really think on your feet.
Well, senior ABA final, it was in Newcastle, boxed the top boy in Frank Wood, and he put it on us from the first bell, which I didn't expect, so I had to use my brain, adjust, and get through the fight and win the fight. So it was a good test for me and a good learning process.
This gym is known for, I don't know, I'd say the fighters are really good at controlling fights. They've got, obviously you can see what Chantel Cameron done, Jack Catterall, just to name obviously the 2 top fighters in this gym. What are you going to bring to this gym? What are we going to expect from you on your debut and moving forward?
I think I've got a fan-friendly style, slickness. Like I said before, hit and don't get hit. That's the aim of the game. I'm looking forward to showing everyone just what I'm all about October 7th.
Fan-friendly style then, you know what us boxing fans are like. We like to see, say for example, Junaid Bostan, somebody that goes in there and is going to hurt you and wants to stop you. No comparison as such, but when we say fan-friendly, what does that mean to you?
100%, just like Junaid, he's a good friend of mine. Grew up on the England camps and stuff like that together. He's got a great style, he's smashing it at the minute. So that's what I'm looking to do, make an imprint like he is at the minute and make a name for myself.
Any idea on your opponents, what they're about, studying them, getting prepared for this debut of yours?
There's no opponent as of yet. We're still waiting on looking at getting an opponent. So there's no opponent yet.
And finally, I beg your pardon, it could be my ignorance. What weight are you going to be campaigning at?
Lightweight. Starting off at lightweight. I was thinking about super feather, but Jamie said, look, you're young, you're still growing. Start off at lightweight and see where you end up.
And you've got some nice, tidy names in there. Who would you say that you look up to then, as you know, as a fan of boxing yourself? What fighters do you like?
Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Jerome Ennis, Terence Crawford, them type of fighters, you know what I mean? American fighters, I like that style, the slickness, the high IQ fighters.
What is the difference, would you say, then, is between the American fighters and the British fighters? All those names are American. What is it about them that stands out to you, and why you'd probably study them more than your British counterparts?
I think they're just that little bit slicker, they're smarter, they get through the rounds better. They don't waste any energy. Everything they do is like smart, selected, you know, they're clever fighters.
We like that. Guys, how can we follow and support you on social media? Give us all your details so our viewers can know.
Instagram's _ Cameron Vuong, and the Twitter's _ Cameron Vuong 2. So that's where I'm at on the socials. Give it a follow.
Not on TikTok yet?
Nah, I'm on TikTok as well, to be fair. I think _ Cameron Vuong as well.
I was about to say, you got to get them 10-second reels that everyone's doing now.
TikTok, yeah, I'm on TikTok.
I like it. Thank you so much for your time, Cameron. Lovely to meet you, and all the best on your debut in Liverpool. What a better city to have it in?
Sheffield.
Is it not Liverpool?
Nah, Sheffield, October 7th. Lee Wood, Warrington, the card.
Oh, you're on that one. See, I automatically presumed you was on Jack's.
Nah. Lee Wood, Warrington.
Even sooner.